9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
This property is one of a kind. Hang on! Hang on! Still under construction. We're going to need a little more time. And it's got plenty of potential, and its value will only increase over time. Look what 4 billion years of remodeling did to this place. This thing was built to last. Okay, let's go over some of the features. For starters, location, location, location. Perfectly placed, not too close, not too far from the sun. Just enough for water to flow and life to emerge. Let's zoom in. Chemistry met opportunity. In those early oceans, stirred by energy and time, molecules started doing something strange. They began to organize, to replicate, to evolve. It was water that made it possible. The universal solvent, a cradle, a catalyst, a conduit. Life didn't just appear in water, it happened because of water. From cosmic collisions came water, delivered by ancient asteroids, finite and priceless. It became the stage, and life, the play. Now, let's see what we've built on that rare celestial gift. The water cycle has been recycling it ever since, nature's perfect loop. But we've been asking too much, for too long, and the system is starting to break. Now, it's our turn to restore balance. This is where change begins. But before we move forward, we need to ask, what happened? Where did we go wrong? How did we arrive at this point? A world of scarcity built on a planet of abundance. Was it convenience, growth, neglect, or simply forgetting the true cost of progress? This didn't happen overnight. It happened decision by decision, decade by decade. And somewhere along the way, we broke the contract with the very element that sustains us. We once lived in rhythm with water, migrating with its flows, respecting its limits. Let's go back, not to the beginning, but to the turning point, to the moment we began consuming far more than we could see. As production scaled, so did hidden consumption. Agriculture intensified, cities expanded, industry accelerated. We weren't just using water, we were embedding it into everything. And the further it receded from view, the more we forgot its value. It was sacred, feared, revered. Our settlements rose around it. Our cultures grew from it. Our rituals were built on it. But somewhere along the way, we began to forget. Without realizing it, we began using enormous amounts of water with the rise of the Industrial Revolution in 1760. Water-powered machines, fed cities, and sustained exponential growth. But we stopped thinking about it. By then, the global population was around 800 million and rising fast. And yet, water faded from our priorities. By 1970, we had crossed the threshold into planetary consumption. And yet, water remained absent from the global agenda. It wasn't until 1977 at the United Nations Water Conference in Mar del Plata, Argentina, that the world officially recognized the need to govern water. Then, silence. For 46 years, no international summit placed water at the center. Not until the Second United Nations Water Conference, held in New York in 2023. In that time, the population doubled. Demand soared, watersheds weakened, and water, though it never stopped flowing, began to disappear. But this time, something truly shifted in New York. The urgency turned into momentum. That conference marked a turning point, a call to action that placed water back at the core of the global agenda. Before the New York summit, the expression water positive was a little-known idea. But that changed. We began to talk seriously about a blue vision for sustainable development. one rooted in restoring the integrity of the water cycle. Finally, we came to understand that nearly 90% of all water use happens not through what we drink, but through what we produce: food, clothing, energy, and all of industry. While concern for wash was and is vital, it distracted us from where most of it was going, hidden in complex supply chains. That realization, echoed in Sustainable Development Goal 12, responsible consumption and production, marked a turning point. For the first time, we weren't just naming the problem. We began to define the solution. Water Positive emerged as that solution, not just a commitment, but a strategic initiative to restore, regenerate, and repair the water cycle we had broken. It shifts the focus from extraction to contribution, ensuring that for every drop used, more is returned in ways that maximize volume, raise purity, and align with local realities, all at once. It's a model of stewardship where water is not only tracked and valued, but actively reinvested into nature and society to help repair the very cycle we once broke.